Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In previous video, I have already shown you how to design this login page. So if you have not watched my previous video, then just go to description. There I have put the link for my previous video, or you can simply do one thing, just click on the suggestion on the right side of the screen. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to design the dashboard. Let me show you that, and how to connect the login page with the dashboard. Okay, so my password is pkpaste and my password is pass. So let me log in, and here you can see this. I'm going to show you how to design this and how this login page is working with my dashboard, and when I click on logout we move back to the login page. I'm going to show you this. Let me stop this and move back on our project on which we are working. We are working on cafe management video, so this one. So here you can see this. Now let me start this, and here you can see this. We have already created this login page, and when I click on this nothing happens. So what we have to do is we have to add the dashboard first. So for that what we have to do is we have to just right click on this and click on add, and we have to add Windows form. Just click on that, and I'm going to name this one dashboard and click on add, and this will add a new form. First thing what we have to do is right click on this, go to properties, and after this what we have to do is we have to actually search for border control. We search for form border style. Change this one from sizeable to none, and after this what we have to do is we have to actually copy the size of this from the complete project. So move back over here, and here we have this form 1 design. So click on this and let me copy the size of this one. So copy this, move back over here, right click, go to properties, and let me set the size, hit enter. Yeah, this one is nice. Yeah. After this what we have to do is we have to place two panel over this. So I'm going to place that. So search for Toolbox Panel, just drag and drop it. I need two, so copy and paste it once again because I need two. Let me copy the size of the first panel from this one, our complete project. So click on the empty space and let me copy the size of this one. So 200, 540, 14. So right click and go to properties, paste it and hit enter. And after this what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually change the back color for this so that I can see the difference clearly, like this. And in the same way we have to set the size for this one too. So I'm going to set this one to manually. So 781, 514, hit enter. Yeah, here you can see this fill this form. Okay, so I'm going to keep close this both of these panels. So here you can see this. Now we have this closer to have each other, and after this what we have to do is actually I'm going to change the color of this panel too. Actually form, that form, I'm going to change the color of that form. So change the form of that. So search for back color, and I'm going to select this one, red, and right click and go to properties, change this one to gray. Okay, so here you can see this, we have space in between, that's why I'm visible, the color is visible. So that's why I'm moving this one a little bit on the left side, and here you can see this, now this fits properly. And let me see on all the side. Here you can see this, we have to move these stuff a little bit upside so that it fit inside the screen or form. Yeah, this now fits. The same way we have to do for this one. And here you can observe we have red color visible now. So we can move this one a little bit upside too. Yeah, we have to check on the same on the right side. Yeah, right side is also the color is visible. After this what we have to do is we have to actually change the color of this one to 0, 118, 225, or yeah, 225 actually. After this what I have to do is I have to also change this color of this panel too, but I'm going to do that later. First I'm going to add buttons. So search for button. I'm going to use this Guna 2 button. So I have already explained you that from where these Guna 2 is coming in my toolbox. If you don't find this, just watch my previous video Okay, so I'm going to just drag and drop it over here, right click and go to properties, and first button is nothing but, let me change the text for this one now. Okay, so first button is place order, hit enter. I'm going to actually copy the size of this one from this complete project, so click on this, and size is 202,41. So move back over here, right click and go to properties. You have to find size and you have to manually write 202,41 like this, and here you have to place this button like this, and here you can see this. After this, what you have to do is just right click and go to properties, and you have to set the color 0,A118,225 and hit enter. And after this, you have to change one more property of this button. So what is that? You have to change border radius, border style, border radius, okay, border radius, and change this one to 40. Yeah, this looks better, or 15, I guess. Yeah, 15 is better. After this, what we have to do is we have to add actually 4 buttons. So I'm going to copy this and paste it once again and place it like this, paste and place like this, paste and place like this. And after this, what I have to do is we have to actually set the text for all these buttons. So first button is place order, and second one is add items, third one is update items, and fourth one is remove items. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually increase the font size of these texts of these buttons so that it can be visible clearly. So bold and 11, that's look better. Bold and 11 for all of these. By pressing the Ctrl key, I've selected all. Select bold and 11 and hit OK. Yeah, this one is looking better. After this, what we have to do is we have to add one more button to exit this application. So I'm going to drag one button. So I'm using the normal button. Yeah, let me use that Una circular circle button. I'm going to use this one. So here you can observe this one is quite large, so I'm going to make this one small and the left corner, and I'm going to change the text. Just change this one to capital X and hit enter. And I'm going to increase the font of this, bold, and I'm going to change this one to 16. Okay, and I'm going to decrease this size like this. Yeah. Okay, so let me decrease the size of this one to 14. Oh, that looks better. Now we have this exit button. So I'm going to change the design name for this. So PDN exit. And when you double click on this, it will generate a click event. And what we have to write is application dot exit, and this will close the application. Okay, just save it and move back over here. And here now what we have to do is we have to change the color of all these to this one. So right click and go to properties, and what we have to do is just change the back color to 0,118,225 and hit enter. Okay, so before that what we have to do is we have to actually change few properties of these buttons. So just select all of these, and after this you have to search for checked state. Click on this, and here you have to change one property, that is fill color. What color you want when you click on this button. So what I want is when I click on this, the back color, the fill color needs to be of white, and the text written inside this needs to be of this color. So I'm going to change this one to white. So select this and click on white, and for color click on this, sorry, not click on this, 0,118,225 and hit enter. And after this we have to change one more thing, that is button mode. Click on this and click on this, and you have to select this radio button. Now what happens is when you click one, the other button will become normal. When you select this one will become normal. Okay, Now all the stuff is ready. Now what we have to do is we have to change the color of these. So change this one, fill color to 0, 118, 225, and in the same way we have to change for this one too. So 0, 118, 225. Okay, I want this one to be of white color. Okay, so I'm changing this one to white. And after this, what we have to do is we have to actually add one Guna to ellipse. Just drag and drop it over here. And what we have to do is just click on this, change this one to 30, and target control, select this one to dashboard. When you select this, here you can see this. Now the corner of this dashboard is now cut. Here you can see this. Now let me just press the Ctrl or Z key, and here you can see this. You have complete edgy corner, and you want curve, then you have to select this dashboard, and here you can see this. We have it. After this, what we have to do is we have to add one more Guna to ellipse. So I'm going to drag and drop it over here once again, and just click on this, select 30. And after this, what we have to do is we have to select the target, and I'm going to use the target panel too. Now you can see this. Now the corner is edged, and this one is looking better. And after this, what we have to do is we have to actually connect this one with the login page. Okay, so I'm going to connect this with the login page. So how to do that? For that, let me move back to the dashboard, because we are on the dashboard. So form 1, this one. Okay, so let me change the text for this one. So let me search for that. So form 1. Okay, so click on this and search for text, and here you can see this. Let me change this one to login. And okay, that doesn't make any sense because we have removed the form border. Okay, on that this name is visible. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change these code for this login and this label. Okay, so for that, right click on this and go to properties, and first we have to change the design name for these two text boxes. This one is txt user name, and this one too, txt password. Change this name of this button to ptn login, and this one too, continue, or ptn guest. Okay, so first thing what I want is when I click on this, we move to the dashboard, and only one button needs to be visible, that is login button. So let me show you in the complete project. Let me start this. Now you can see this. When I click on this, we move to the dashboard and we have only one button. For now I need this. Okay, so let me start with that. Okay, move back to our project on which we are working on. We are working on this. So just double click on this, and this will generate a click event. So just double click on this, and after this, ptn guest link clicked. We have generated this. After this, what we have to do is we have to create an object of the dashboard. So we have to mention dashboard, ds is equal to new dashboard. This dashboard is actually name of this one. Okay, so if you name something else while you're creating a new form, so you have to mention that name over here. And after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass some text inside this, nothing but guest. This will show error for now. I will explain you why it's showing an error. So ds.show, and when this form loads, the dashboard loads, what I want is to hide the login page. For that, we have to write this dot hide. Here you can see this, it's showing an error. Why it's showing an error? Because when we move back to the dashboard and when we move to the coding part of this dashboard, so let me just double click on this and we move to the dashboard. Here you can see this, we have only one constructor with the name public dashboard, and it doesn't accept any argument in this. So what we have to do is we have to actually make an constructor which accept one argument. So I'm going to copy this and going to paste it and I'm going to accept one argument string user, naming this one user. When I write this and save this, move back over here, you can see this now the error has been resolved. And what I want is when this user is passed, I'm going to check inside this one if user is equal to guest, whatever we passed. You have to just copy this, move back to the here, you have to paste it over here like the same. Because we are passing guest, when we are clicking on this, then we have guest inside this user. This will actually keep the argument which we have passed. Okay, so now what I want is when this pass, I want to hide these buttons. I want to only show this button. So first thing, I'm going to change the name of design name of this. So let me change this one to btn place order, this one to btn add items, btn add items, this one to btn update, this one to btn remove. Okay, so now what I want is when this loads with the guest, I want to hide all the remaining buttons, these three. So how to do that? Here I'm going to check that if user, it means that whenever we click on the login, what is going to be passed inside this is guest. And when this guest matches a if condition, I want to hide the btn add items dot hide. I want this btn update dot hide. I want this, and btn remove dot hide. I need this stuff. Okay, so let me start this and let's see if this works or not. So here you can see this, I'm going to click on this, and here you can see this, we have only one button. When I click on this, the color is also changed and this close button is also working. But we missed one stuff. What is that? That is nothing but logout button. Here we have missed that. Okay, so I'm going to add that logout button now. So move back over here, go down over here, just drag one label, or I'm going to use a link label. Just click on this. Yeah, just click on this. Log out. And we have to change the color. So link color needs to be white, and we need to increase the font of this one. Click on this 12 and bold as well. Okay, so not bold, I want regular oblique. Yeah, this one looks better. And what I want to do is when I click on this, we move to the login page. So let me change the design name of this one to btn log out, and just double click on this and this will generate a click event. So we have to move to the login page. For that we have to name this one form. We have to create an object. So form1 is the name of that login page. So form1 fm is equal to new form1 fm dot show. First thing what I want is I want to hide this. So this dot hide and fm dot show. It's this dot hide means that the dashboard needs to be hidden, and then I want to show the login page. So let me start this and let's see if this works or not. Continue as guest, and when I click on this, yeah, this works. Okay, so that is fine. After this, what we have to do is we have to actually code for login button. When I want to log in with the username and password, then everything needs to be visible. For that, we have to code on the login button click. So just double click on this and this will generate a click event for the btn login. And here what we have to do is we have to actually extract the text from that and check that if I'm going to hard code it, the username and password for this. You can use the database for that. I've already made video earlier. So if you have not watched that, and if you want to see that, you can directly comment or search in my YouTube channel. And if you are not subscribed to my YouTube, then please subscribe. So first text box name is txt username dot text is equal to, I'm going to set this one btake days, and txt password dot text is equal to pass. Whenever user enter this, user can log in. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is I'm going to load that form. So dashboard ds is equal to new dashboard, and in this I'm not going to pass guest, I'm going to pass admin, and ds dot show, and this dot. Now the coding part of here is done. Now where we have to code? We have to code on this dashboard constructor. Here in the else condition, or you can use else if this, if user is equal to admin, then I want to show everything. So bdn add items dot show. bdn update dot show. bdn remove dot show. I guess you have one question in mind. What is that? Whenever we log in and we don't write these line of code, then what will happen? Everything will be visible or not? Yes, that will be visible. Okay, so let me start this. I have commented those lines and I'm going to log in with the username and password. And just log in, and here you can see this everything is visible. Then why I have written those lines which I have commented? What is the need of these? Okay, so I'm going to explain you that. Suppose if you log in, log out, and if you click on this, log continue as guest, and here you can see this everything is hidden. Yeah, you think yeah everything is working fine. What happened will, when you again log out and again try to log in, you will see a difference. Login. Okay, so this one is working. Okay, so I have used this Guna to ellipse, that's why it's working. Otherwise these stuff needs to be hidden, because when we log in as guest, we have hidden these, but we have not shown it when we click on this. Okay, so let me uncomment this for now. Okay, so sometimes this works and sometimes it's not, so why to take risk? So that's why you have to add these line of code. Okay, so this one is working fine, and you can observe when I started that, every time this dashboard is actually moving in left and right. So I'm going to fix this in the center of the screen. Change the start position, right click and go to properties, change the start position to center screen and save this. And when you start this, and log in, yeah, this is in the center of the screen. Okay, so one thing is still missing. What is that? What I want is, when this login, I want to see a welcome screen. So for that you have to add one user control. So right click and go to click on add, and first thing I'm going to add one folder. So I'm going to new folder. I'm going to name this one all user control, and inside this I'm going to add one user control. Click on add new item user control, and I'm going to name this one qc underscore welcome. And now new user control is added. After this, what we have to do is we have to actually, let me move back to the complete project and let me copy the size of this welcome. So click on this and move back over here. Let me copy the size of this one and right click and go to properties and search for font, not font. Right click and go to properties and search for size. Here you can find this V781, 514. So hit enter. Yeah. After this, what you have to do is you have to change the back color. change this one, click on this custom and white, and after this what we have to do is we have to add one picture box. So I'm going to add one picture box, just drag and drop it over here. I'm going to add one image from my local computer. You can download that image from the description of this video. So I'm going to use this, so login, click on OK, select this one to stretch image, and after this what we have to do is we have to set the size of this image. So I need this much large. Yeah, this one is looking better. After this what we have to do is we have to add few labels. So I'm going to add one label. Just drag and drop it over here. Right click, go to properties. Change this one to welcome to PTT's Cafe. So I'm going to increase the font letter. First thing, I'm going to copy and paste it, and I'm going to set the text for this one to BTech Days Cafe. Yeah, Sketch. Okay, so I have to change this one to Cafe. Yeah, that's nice. After this, I'm going to copy the size of this, actually font of this one, and copy font and size is bold and 36. So I'm going to do that. Right click, go to properties, and you have to search for font that is Century Gothic bold and 36 sizes. Click on OK. Yeah, this one is looking better. Just click on this and increase the size of this one too. Bold. Yeah, this one is looking better. After this what we have to do is when this form load, we have to actually code that this BTech Days needs to be moving from left to right while changing the color. So how to do that, I'm going to show you that. For that, first thing what we have to do is we have to add one timer in this. So timer, just drag and drop it over here. And after this what we have to do is with the timer, we have to first enable this false, make this one true, and make this interval 1000 and hit enter. After this what you have to do is you have to just double click on this to generate a tick event for this timer. So just double click on this. Let me change this label name. This label name is label 2. So label banner. I'm going to change this one to label banner. And after this just double click on this and this will generate a timer 1 tick event. After this what we have to do is we have to first take one variable over here. So I'm going to take int num is equal to 0. I'm going to explain you why I have taken this num. And here if num is equal to 0, then what I have to do is we have to actually change the color of that. So first I'm going to set the location of that label, and after that I'm going to change that. So label banner dot location, I'm going to set that location to new point, and which point you have to actually set this point is a coordinate, so you have to just place if you want this one over here. So you have to search, copy the coordinate from here. So location 44,383. So I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use the coordinates from my complete project. So I'm going to use that 94,367 and hit enter. Okay, sorry, not hit enter. After this, label banner dot color dot for color is equal to color dot orange, and after this I'm going to increase the num. Okay, second thing, else if num is equal to 1, it means that whenever this timer goes tick, and it will go into the first condition, that is because this one is 0, this will do these two stuff, and after this increment the value of num to 1 and hit this condition will satisfy. And in this what we have to do is we have to write label banner dot location equals new point, and in this we have to mention 166,367 label banner dot for color is equal to color dot You have to set green. You can set other color if you like, num++, and last is else if num is equal to 2. What I want is label banner dot location is equal to new point 268, 367. Label banner dot for color is equal to color dot royal blue. And finally what we have to do is we have to actually change this num to 0, not plus this time. When you make this one 0, it will move back over here and this will go into the infinity loop and this will work fine. And now we have coded, but this will not work because we haven't started the timer yet. So when to start this timer? When this user control load, I want to start that timer. Just double click on this and this will generate a load event and we have to start the timer. So timer 1 dot start. When you write this will get started. Then this forms load. Now we remain with one stuff, that is we have to connect this, we have to put this into the dashboard. So for that we need Luna 2 ellipse. So for that just drag and drop it over here. Just click on this, change this one to 30. Target control, change this one to UC welcome. Just copy this and move back to the dashboard. Move back over here, just click on this, change this target control to panel 2. Save this. And what you have to do is you can't find that control over here. So for that what you have to do is you have to just start this and stop this. Now when you open the toolbox you will find UC welcome over here. Okay, so just drag and drop it over here and place this on the proper position like this, and you can see that this is moving. And now when you start this and log in, and here you can see this one works fine and this one B degrees is also moving. Okay, so everything is working. Let me show you that. Yeah, everything is working. So that's it for this video guys. In the next video I'm going to show you how to design this add item button and how to backend code for that. So I'm missing this place order because when we have some item inside the database, then only we can fetch that items and add that. Okay, then we can only place the order. So that's why I'm going to first design this one, and after that I'm going to design this one. So that's it for this video guys. I hope you like and enjoyed this. So please subscribe and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching.